Hello, what up, y'all? It's your boy Big J Money here, and we are pretty much doing a follow up to what I said I was gonna do yesterday, into what is pretty much what the video will be for today. So we got a good amount of stuff. I'm gonna try to keep this at least under 30 minutes. So because two reasons. One, I'm recording this almost 5 o'clock. I need to prep meals. Prep my meal super fast. And number two, I'm about to be at work. I gotta start work at 6. So, yeah, I'm going back to work at 6. So, yeah, first time I've actually started work in like 4 days. So, yeah, I mean. So, I think the first thing we're going to talk about is probably what stuff am I going to be doing in 2021 in terms of like the channel, in terms of this channel, and not just a channel, but some part of it, pretty much my personal life. So somehow what I'm going to be focused on, what are my goals for 2021, So, without further ado, let's get started. Number one on this channel, podcast channel, not much is going to change much, in terms of the YouTube channel, in terms of the podcast. So I'm planning on still doing weekly episodes every week. Actually, next on Friday we will have episode 20, but this time I'm gonna have it pretty much with special guests and special guests. So I'll let you guys know. I'll pretty much have them on here probably Friday, and that's actually a special day. So that's a special day pretty much for him and pretty much family. So you guys will have. So that's gonna be an episode of the podcast. It'll be a good episode of the podcast. Me and him are gonna be talking about the year, reflecting on the year, and pretty much on what we're hoping for 2021 to be. So, and everything else. So that's the first thing. So there will be weekly episodes still on YouTube and SoundCloud. For now, I pretty much the next plan is some point by 2021 to I'm gonna see I don't know how or who I can talk to. I do want to try to get this up, make this podcast big, and try to get this up on try to get this some begun on song on this on Spotify and Apple Music. Try at least. I mean, it's not the big audience, but I at least want to at least expand it out because some people, I'm probably sure, either some of y'all probably don't use SoundCloud anymore. That's pretty much, I don't use it as much as I used to. I might do something SoundCloud related in the future, but in terms of like probably music, like original music content, so I'm gonna make sure. I actually want to save this cable in case this bad boy goes out because actually the battery might not be won't last as long. So, but just in case. The next step is one of the things is expand the channel. Is not only keep the channel going. One of these is I want to expand the YouTube channel a bit more to just the weekly episodes of the podcast. One of the things is I kind of want to show you guys at least. I'm probably gonna do like some vlogs. There won't be like full vlogs per se, like me going somewhere random, because we're still in quarantine, and we pretty much have to wait until practically 70%, according to Dr. Fauci. He said that 70%, if we want to achieve herd immunity, where practically everything can open up freely, we gotta convince somehow 70% of the population of this country to get the vaccine. And it looks like some cases there might require work and schools to might require you to have vaccine in order to go back to work and back to school in the offices and stuff. So luckily I don't have to do that because I am not trying to say this, but I'm actually now going to be working from home permanently. So that's actually something. So I'm pretty much still getting the vaccine, but honestly, I rather get the vaccine and go somewhere because honestly, I kind of need to have some freedom because I actually plan on doing. So this is some of the stuff that's involved in the channel. So next step is, speaking of how when I'm expanding the channel to like vlogs, show you guys some fitness workout videos, maybe a couple workout clips and videos and stuff. Probably do and a few other things at least. And I think some cases may do some reaction videos to like maybe some sporting events. I might do something this Sunday afternoon because my Ravens play against the Bengals, and if they win that game, they're in the playoffs. And I kind of want to watch that game. I'm very much going to watch that game. I might react to it because if Ravens win, they're in, and that pretty much clears up some sanity. If the Ravens lose, I'm probably going to be drinking myself, and probably find ways to not destroy. I'm probably drinking as much alcohol I can in a 5 mile radius. So let's just say I'll probably drink myself to death. So one of two things: drinking myself to death, or be drinking in celebration because my Ravens are in the playoffs. So yeah, keep that in mind. So that'd be something I might react to that. So that might be something I might do. So there'll be some details coming up later in the week. So I'm going to do that. So speaking of, one of the things is I kind of going to try to expand. I kind of want to make this, instead of doing this like in my room that you see here, I plan on making the video be on pretty much, and this is involving my personal life. We're trying to get into some personal stuff. Starting in March, I'm probably going to start looking at apartments. I'm going to start looking at apartments. One of the things I wanted to do, I was living in an apartment with my sister at one point back in 2018, like June of 2018, and like June, July of 2018, and ended up getting evicted around July of 2018 2019 because of, well, a few things, and few things involving rent. Some of it was kind of involved, like some stuff involving like let's say involved some stuff, and it was a crazy situation. I won't get into too much details, but I'm pretty much going to try looking into getting an apartment of my own. I pretty much want to have, instead of doing this podcast right now, I'm doing a podcast in pretty much my bedroom, pretty much my personal room. Instead of having it in my own bedroom, I kind of want to have it in my I'm pretty much gonna get a 2 bedroom apartment where one room is just my actual bedroom. Another thing is pretty much a room where it's powered office because I'm currently working from home. One office be like a streaming station, because I'm gonna try to go back into doing like Twitch streaming and bring back the YouTube gaming channel. So if you actually were a fan of the gaming channel, I do plan on bringing it back in 2020. It's just pretty much while we were trying to get stuff out, while we were evicted, I left the gaming computer in the past apartment. Have I ever got it back? Ever went to retrieve it? I've tried a couple times. They say when they were cleaned out, they pretty much threw it away. I kind of call bullshit on that. I'm pretty much sure they are not throwing away something that's like $700. Have I ever like done anything like tech legal action? No. I'm pretty much was not going to do anything lawyer up or anything. Because I was starting to build an audience, but now I'm like, I do return. I do know I'm going to have to restart all over again. So, because it's been already over a year after pretty much not posting anything on that channel or doing a live stream at all. So I'm gonna try to start back on stuff. We're gonna get back into it again. So that's actually one of the things is not only, so pretty much the big goals for begin with is simply one, I'm going to expand the channel into more videos like vlogs. The YouTube channel will be expanding more vlogs. The podcast is still going to be going on at once a week. I plan on bringing back the gaming channel. I plan on moving to my own apartment. moving to my own apartment where I'm pretty much looking for a two-bedroom apartment where one room can be for gaming, is one room is pretty much for my home office, the gaming channel, and then also that part is also going to be like probably the studio for the podcast, And one of the things is right now I'm using the laptop I have here. I've had this for already over 5 years. I plan in plan on upgrading some of my equipment. One of the things is upgrading this here computer, upgrading this laptop here. This has been 5 years old. I plan on getting something new. Plus, I'm probably gonna try to do some newer editing software where we're kind of starting to get into more like grown man. I say grown man editing, where I say more or less like where one door will lead to like another location. Like if I step out this door, I want that bad boy to, where we start going into the next shot. Where if it's like at the gym or we're out somewhere, like move out somewhere or with friends or family, wherever. And yeah, that's pretty much what the move is. Move is like doing some things differently, doing some things, and be creative. I plan on at least being creative with the videos. Pretty much give you guys more entertainment, and that's something that's what I'm planning on doing in the future. That's what I plan on doing with the channel moving forward for 2021. For 2021, I think one of the things is as terms of is there any goals for the YouTube channel and the spot in the SoundCloud and all this stuff. Well, right now my goal is for this is we get this bad boy. I want to get this bad boy monetized. I've had this channel for years. I have kind of did videos and I stopped and then I came back to doing videos. And I know it's right now the way YouTube is right now. Trying to do subscribers, making videos and content and stuff, and try to follow within their guidelines. It's kind of weird and a wonky mess. But for me, I want to make that happen. I want to make that thing happen. And that is, we get that thing monetized. Now, one of these is to join our partner program is I have to have 1,000 subscribers, which is the easy part. The hard part is hopefully make videos where you guys watching this. I think I have to get like 1,000 or 10,000 public watch hours or something. It's a random number where I gotta make videos. One of these is making videos constantly. That's a big thing, and then also a couple other things alongside it. So, another thing of pretty much doing that is probably making a ton of videos. I plan on doing some, probably try to make a video like, not only have an episode, but at least have like maybe one more video somewhere during the week leading up or something. And that's pretty much the plan is. That is practically the plan moving forward. Now, so next personal, that's one goal is getting this channel monetized. Next step is probably working on getting this podcast on Spotify and Apple Music. And I know one of the people are going to tell me this, like, dude, like you have to get like 1,000 streams or 1,000 people watch your stream to get like $1 or something. That's some facts I've heard. I'm hoping that is something. But I think if we get this bad boy on Spotify and Apple Music, will you guys watch or listen? Will you guys listen to it? So yeah, that's a big thing. That's the goal. That's the next step in probably the evolution of the channel is getting this bad boy on Spotify and Apple Music, upgrading equipment, probably upgrade the microphone and stuff to better equipment, upgrade the stream, get some pretty much get back to streaming and go back to like the Twitch streaming and the bring back the gaming channel, J-Wayne Gaming channel. Check it out. I pretty much do most of the stuff I do is mostly like Smash content, and I think most of the stuff I pretty much be doing is like fighting game content and maybe some other stuff. Probably I might try Call of Duty, maybe Halo or something. I don't know. I don't play a lot of games. Most of the games I pretty much play are primarily fighting games, so I know some people are probably like not a fan of fighting games, but That's something I enjoy. I might just find some way of playing some other games. If you got any game suggestions for me, like any games I should play, like do a playthrough of, or any fighting games you're interested in seeing me play, let me know. I'm pretty much open to practically any suggestions. Leave in the comments below if you got any suggestions for your boy. Um, but yeah, that's the next. That's actually the plan. I actually want to try to do this in one take. Actually, where's my water? Okay, let me get my water bottle here. 1 sec. Yeah, this is a big boy. Yeah, this has been my mindset. My mindset for everybody: drink your water, do some squats, eat some ass, and mind your damn business. I think that's something we can all agree on. So, yeah. So in terms of the channel, we pretty much, I think we covered all the bases. Next up is pretty much finding an environment. That's one personal goal, and find one on my. I'm pretty much living on my own. I was living with. I don't know if I can live. No offense to my friends. It's not that I don't want to live with my friends or anything. It's just I kind of like want to do just kind of live on my own for a bit. Kind of that's me a bit. It's just that's me. Um, Next personal goal is practically is also start getting my one thing I've held off for years, practically like ever since I was 16. That's getting my driver's license. That's getting my driver's license. I know what you're thinking. Like, have you not gotten your driver's license and you're 24? Listen, this is how it is. If you don't know, I grew up with autism. So one of the things is, my dad, my sister, my family pretty much said, look, we don't want you to get your license right now. We want you to just focus on school. Because one of the things is, in the state, I think you have to have a certain grade point average to get your driver's license while you're in high school. So I didn't focus on my learners until I graduated high school. I did graduate high school. And when I did graduate high school, I graduated high school. But at the time, I was living with my sister after me and my stepmom had a falling out during my senior year, around before the winter break of my senior year. That's a story for another time. I won't get into that too much. Just get into it too much. I'll probably bring it up sometime. Talk about it sometime in the future. In the future. In the future. In the future. Yeah. So after graduating high school, went to college. Spent my freshman year of college, my 1 year at Western. In Western, didn't learn how to drive. Didn't like read the manual because you're in college. Something I should have tried to do. Past time, especially spending weekends on campus, which that is an experience I will talk about in a minute. That was an experience I'll talk about how I spent weekends in college. After I went to Western, came back. I did get my learner's permit, and I pretty much tried. My sister first taught me a lesson first time. Went okay, but for her, she's like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think she can handle me. I don't think she can. I don't think my sister had the patience to teach me at the time. So that's one thing. My dad taught me a lesson once. Ended up like kind of little light. Gave one car his little love tap, which didn't hardly do anything. But this lady was kind of like the lady at this church. Pretty much was all the chick, and my parents just told me like, yeah, you're gonna have to like to driving school. Basically, you pretty much just go pay a driving school to teach you. And let's just say, here's the thing: trying to save money for me is hard because because I'll be honest with you, anytime I have over $100 in my pocket, let's just say I'm ready to just start spending money. I'm like spend, 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 and I got a lot of habits. I think some habits I'm probably going to try to break before the year starts, and that's one of the things is probably games on my phone because right now a lot of games are paid to win, or and I've probably made microtransactions, so many microtransactions, it's insane. And this is something that I have done. I've been on, especially recently. Like it's kind of too much, so I'm probably gonna get rid of all the games I have on my phone and avoid making any microtransactions, whatever it doesn't matter what it is. So that's something I think I probably need to clean up off my phone. So that's something I need to do in order to get this driver's license. Driver's license. After that, probably start looking into getting a car. I think probably since we're all getting a STEMI check, whether it's $600 or 2K or 2 grand, 2,000. That's pretty much. I'll pretty much use that money, put the money aside to go do my driving lessons and finally get this driver's license finally, so I can get that out of the way. So I kind of want to get that out of the way before I move out. So that way, when I move out, I have my driver's license. Then after that, start looking for a car, and then by the time I start moving, I move out. I got a car. I got the license. I got a car. I am practically can be very truly and surely self-sufficient. That is something I've failed to do so for a while, and this is something I feel like this year I gotta buckle down and be self-sufficient because I love my parents, I love my dad, I love my sister, and but it's pretty much a point of time like I can't rely on them forever, and I know this is the time I gotta be my own, That's pretty much the plan. That's pretty much what the goal is, for me, at least, is to be my own man. So yeah, the next step is pretty much next step for me. Get down and wait, and I got a lot of things I want to do, but I think that'll be a video another time. I pretty much got these hand wraps here. This will explain it. But I'll probably save them for tomorrow because we're actually right around the 23-minute mark. So I want to at least save that for probably tomorrow. So we actually got this done in under 25. So that is the big thing. One of the things is I've probably mentioned this earlier yesterday in a video about Meteor Boy. What is Meteor Boy? This has been a project I've worked on I finally started writing down in 2019, but I first worked on this ever since I was like 14, 15 years old. When the first idea was probably like a Dragon Ball clone thing. It's pretty much a Dragon Ball clone. It was like, obviously I was just writing the story of Dragon Ball and pretty much which was kind of the idea at first when I was like 14, 15 years old because I was a fan of, because actually this was at the time when Dragon Ball Z Kai was on Nicktoons. And anyone remember Nicktoons? So like Dragon Ball Z Kai was on Nicktoons back then, and I was a fan of. I was watching that. It was actually, I think Kai is actually, I'm not gonna lie, Kai was probably the first time I fully watched the Dragon Ball series from start to finish. I know people are saying like, dude, you gotta watch the original Dragon Ball. That's better. I think it probably is. But let's say I kind of got an idea of I kind of was getting like the show without much the filler stuff. Yeah, some stuff may have not been but yeah, but other than that, I was watching a good chunk of Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, I was kind of a fan of Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, what's one of the things is my goal is, so one of the things is in terms of actually losing weight. That's something I'll be talking about in the video. My Meteor Boy was a thing I worked on. The lead character is Mason, Prince Mason. That's pretty much my yeah. That's an OC. That's a character I've been working on. It's pretty much his adventures. So he's Prince of the Sun. Pretty much the Sun. I've pretty much started working on the first couple chapters. Basically, a sun. Of course, everyone knows the sun's the source of life. So practically, I decided to make the sun like the planet where every plant, animal, all life pretty much was started out, and how did we have all this life here? Pretty much practically bringing in through giant spaceships called arcs. Called arcs and called arcs. I am called arcs, and he is pretty much part of a military branch called Meteors, which is pretty much, I guess you could say, space police, like I guess what Space Force is supposed to be. I guess like the military, like traveling to different planets or whatever. Pretty much Space Force is supposed to be. So that's kind of what it is. But yeah, it's a work in progress right now. I actually have already written the first 3 chapters. I kind of need to flesh out more of the story in the universe itself, and I'm actually working. The first chapter pretty much introduces Mason into what he's capable of, and I'll explain the first shot is pretty much him standing on the he's walking by the top of this cliff, a very high cliff, and with a bow and arrow, and he sees a deer that's like 1,000 yards away, like 3,000 feet away, and like this tall grassy plain, and he grabs an arrow, pulls back, and with precision nails that deer perfectly in the head. Like, perfectly in the head. He climbs down that hill. He runs towards it. He runs to go claim his prey. Bear comes by, sees the animal, kind of smells the deer, kind of walks by, finds this deer, kind of looks like he's about to, hunt it down. Mason is pretty much preparing himself to kill this bear. He ends up turning, his eyes start changing from like this calm blue to pretty much this fiery red, which you can say is like Sharingan. Like his speed, strength, his powerful, and he has a bit of let's just say the bloodless is a little unquenchable. So let's just say pretty much increases your speed and stamina. So I guess that's like, I don't know if that's like how Sharingan works. The Sharingan works pretty much the red eyes. So sort of like, I don't know. I have some idea of what it is. But yeah, it's something I'm working on. I'm fleshing this out. If I pretty much I probably should need an editor or a proofreader so it can help me out. Like, see if you're a writer, if you want to help me out on this project, I kind of do want to, because I kind of want to help flesh out the universe and like some of the stuff. I kind of got the basic idea on basic idea, but I kind of need help with fleshing out like the universe and like how this backstory leading up to everything, because the main group is pretty much space Nazis. Yeah, that's kind of an idea I kind of had in my head, like space Nazis, and yeah, it's an interesting story. Let me know how you guys, but yeah, I kind of want to make that a series, make it a graphic novel, and everything else. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much some of the things I'm planning on doing in 2021 in terms of the channel and my personal life and some of the other stuff and my dreams moving forward. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and cut this off. This is almost at the 30-minute mark. So, we're going to go ahead and end this right here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, share this video around with everyone who needs some Big J money in their life. And if you got a comment for you, if you're someone who actually does write or edit or does like edit papers or writing papers, or any artists you want to work on helping make the character come to life, let me know. I will take that under advisement. And if you got any suggestions for a video in the future or a video game you want to see on the gaming channel when we come bring it back, let me know as well. I'll take that under advisement as well. And yeah, leave a comment for what you want to see or what you want me to do. And also, and finally, don't forget to subscribe for more of me. And the next video will be money. See you guys later. Tomorrow we're going into pretty much my diet, my exercise, and probably sleep. So, peace.